So we have completed in the last class the debit side of profit and loss account analysis we have completed. Okay, so how to start a problem on profit and gains from business and profession? Always start with the net profit. Okay, so you should always start with the net profit as per profit and loss account. That will be your starting point or base. Okay, after taking the net profit in the calculation workings, we will have to do the analysis of the debit side of profit and loss account. Trading account, no relevant, no need of checking the items of trading account. Okay, so one by one we have done the analysis and we have done the adjustments, additions. Like advertisement expenses, we have seen that it is related to business, but here one note is given, no, that is it is paid in cash. So any expenditure exceeding 10,000, if you are paying in cash, then it will be disallowed. Okay, so here advertisement expenditure of 15 lakhs is paid in cash, so this will be disallowed, means we will have to add back in our work. Otherwise advertisement expenditure is a business expenditure, no need of adding back. Okay, because for running a business advertisement is required, but here in this case it is paid in cash. Since it is paid in cash, we will have to add back the advertisement expenditure. Then contribution to PPF, personal expenditure, public provident fund. Okay, interest on capital is a personal expenditure, so we will have to disallow it. Then provision, any provision which is debited to profit and loss account will be added back, because provision is not an actual expenditure. Okay, it is just an expectation or estimation. So income tax act says that any expected expenditure we will not allow, only actual expenditure we will allow. Okay, then depreciation as per profit and loss account, you have to always add back. So this we have completed the debit side of the profit and loss account. So this much everybody comfortable? Okay, so now we will see the credit side. Sales, trading account item, not relevant. Closing stock, trading account item, not relevant. Okay, now next, interest received on NSC. It is credited to profit and loss account, and profit and loss account is related to business. Now which head of income we are studying? We are studying profit and gains from business and profession. No, okay, so only when we will derive the income, no, at last it should be totally business or profession income. No other income should not be there as per income tax. Okay, so that you have to remember. And interest received on NSC is exempt from tax. So interest received on NSC is an exempt from tax. So if any income is exempt, no need of paying tax on that. So less. So we will have to reduce it. Interest received on NSC, 1,30,000. And one more thing you remember, if any interest is credited to profit and loss account, we will reduce it, because interest is chargeable under income from other sources. So this point also you remember. If any interest is there in profit and loss account credit side, it is not a business income, it is an other source. So anyway, we will have to reduce it from the computation. because here we are only doing PGBP. What is business income? Okay. For other source, there is a separate head of income. Okay. So any interest credited, we will reduce it from the computation. Similarly, interest on PPF, this also will reduce because here we are studying the business income. Okay. $60,000. Similarly, one more credit is there, gift from friend. Gift from friend is also income from other sources. These are all not related to business. So these are all other source income or exempt income also, like NSC, PPF, it is exempt, subject to some conditions, etc. Okay, so all these are, you can say, other sources are exempt income. So we'll reduce all this expenditure so that we will get the actual taxable business income. Gift from friend. How much it is? 1,40,000. Okay. Now one more thing is left, depreciation. We have added back depreciation. See here, which depreciation? Depreciation which is debited to profit and loss account. Correct. Now here we will have to reduce the depreciation which is as per the adjustment. Depreciation as per income tax rules. Okay, so now see, for that we will have to see the adjustments. It will be always given in the adjustments. See, depreciation charge is found to be excess by 5,000 as per income tax laws. They are saying that this depreciation 3 lakhs is excess by 5,000. Means in income tax act, depreciation is only 2,95,000. Understood? Here 3 lakhs is the depreciation as per the accounts. Okay, but income tax, as per income tax law, they are saying that depreciation charge is found to be excess by 5,000. So what depreciation we have charged 3 lakhs, it is excess by 5,000, means as per income tax depreciation will be 2,95,000. Correct, no? Because 2,95,000 plus 5,000 will give you 3 lakhs. So they are saying that the depreciation which the company has debited in profit and loss account is more by 5,000. So as per income tax, we will allow only 2,95,000. Understood? So you have to take the 2,95,000. So if you want, you can keep and write a note here. Rupees 3 lakhs minus rupees 5,000. Now, normally what will happen? Such type of statement would not be given. Here directly amount would have been given. Okay, depreciation as per income tax act is rupees dash. So that will be more simpler. Okay. Here they are given a little twisted statement that the depreciation which are debited in profit and loss account, charge in profit and loss account is more by 5,000. So we will have to assume that it is 2,95,000 as per income tax laws. But normally what will happen? They will say that depreciation charged in income tax is rupees this much amount. So you can take directly that amount. Okay. So now we have done all the adjustments. Now we can do the totaling. So do the total and we will do the adjustments. So what we will have to do? This plus this minus this. So our income as per income tax say 20 lakh 5,000. As per books, it was only 4 lakhs. Okay, see how much difference it is. So when you will have to pay the tax, for example, because other incomes are also there that we are not considering. For example, you understand your business income for tax purpose will be 20 lakh 5,000 rupees. Okay, and as per books, it was only 4 lakhs. Why? Because of these adjustments. Okay, so this is in a rough term we are saying, because many deductions will also be given, like here he is contributing to PPF, etc. That all will come under deduction. At present, we are not seeing that. Okay, so clear this much, everybody. So this will be your PGBP, 20 lakh 5,000. Any expenditure paid in cash exceeding rupees 10,000. So that we will have to add back. Any new adjustment? Yes, provision. Any provision debited to profit and loss account, that you will have to add back. So any provision debited to profit and loss account. So if any provision is debited to profit and loss account, that you will have to add back. Then one more new adjustment is the contribution to PPF. Contribution to PPF. This is a personal expenditure, so we have to disallow it. Then here in the reduction part, we will have to reduce the interest credited to profit and loss account, because interest will normally go in other sources, or it may be exempt also. Then fourth, gifts, because gifts is also income from other sources. Like here, gift received from friend. This will be taxable under other source, not business and profession. So we will have to remove it from here. Okay, that's why we have reduced it. So this, we have updated our adjustment sheet, so that when you are revising, you will have a total list of adjustments. So this much comfortable, everybody? Any confusion?